And that's what got this fucking dinner conversation where it went off the rails, is I was talking to this person about CRISPR, which I'm fascinated by. And I go like, hey, do you ever think, this is what I said to the person not realizing this. I said, do you ever think like how crazy it's going to be that like my daughter's generation, well, we're the last generation to die. My daughter's probably going to be an immortal because of CRISPR. And this person looked at me and said, JC, that's not true. There. And they said, JC, that's not true. I said, what do you mean? They said, because God. And I said, what do you mean? They said,
okay. Whoa.
No, that's my point. Like it came out of nowhere, bro. Because this is a person who's never said the word God to me in 2 years of knowing them. I've never heard them say anything religious. And that one time I'm making a joke about how my daughter's a vampire. They go, no, can't be immortal because God. And I said to them, I like almost was taken aback. And I said, do you believe in God and shit? And then they said,
oh, you said that?
Yes, you don't.
That was kind of rude.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, fuck it. I thought I was having a...
Yeah, but for a dinner party.
God and shit?
we've kind of stepped over like...
Oh, no.
Comfortable conversation at a dinner party.
Well, this is where I might have gotten in. This might have started the downhill slope to fucking being in a fight later on in the evening. So
yeah,
I said,
that's what
I
was going to say.
And then that person goes, yeah, you don't. And I go, I'm 50-50. That's what I said. and then I said, then I followed it up and I said, do you believe like, and I kind of whispered a little bit. I said, do you believe like a dude like walked on the fucking water? And they were like, oh yeah, definitely. And I said,
that is so true. I've seen Chris Angel do it. He's an angel.
Yeah. And I said, do you believe like a fucking two of every animal went on a boat one time? And they went, oh yeah, definitely. I said, do you believe a dude lived in a whale's belly for 3 days? Oh yes. And then I said, why? How?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
They were like, well, times were different then. And I said, was there magic?
No.
Because it seems
that's a good response.
That in order for those to be accurate, there would have had to be magic. And that person was looking at me and they said, well, this is really the next sentence. They said, well, that's probably why you're going to hell. That's what they said to me. And I broke out and they looked at me very smugly.
I'm sorry to laugh at somebody like this, but
I broke out. No, here's the craziest thing. I broke out laughing.
Okay,
and I
can't.
Said to that person,
we have to cut all this. Golly.
No, we don't.
I can't laugh in the face of somebody that believes. Oh,
well, no, but listen, it's like, no, it's fine. But here's the funny thing. They looked at me and told me I was going to hell. So by all means, I have every right to relay the story. Because what happened next was even crazier. Because I made a joke about how the look on their face, like I was like, you couldn't have looked happier to tell me that I was going to burn in a lake of fire. And then the way I said it,
was this getting heated or was this just like blindly smiling?
This is very light. This is light, right? Because we're joking when we're saying this. So the next thing I know, this person's taking a drink of water and I make a joke about how they told me I made a joke about how they were smiling while they told me I was going to go to hell. They thought it was the funniest thing they'd heard in their life. And then because they started laughing while drinking water, all of a sudden the water went down the windpipe.
They started choking and you watched them die?
No, it got so crazy.
Oh,
so
it got worse than that. Because that'd be the most ironic thing. You're going to hell and then they just choke on water.
Bro, here's the crazy thing. Water goes down the windpipe. They stand up like it's Def Comedy Jam. They start walking the other direction. Everybody's laughing and clapping like, oh, this is fucking, can't believe how hard this person's laughing. We're all laughing. It's good. Next thing you know, you start hearing, and then next thing we realize this person is, we thought maybe choked on a brownie or like was dying. And so like they're hyperventilating, leaned over a table. Somebody runs out of nowhere. I've never seen, there were 4 different strangers who attempted the Heimlich on this person. And this person was trying to push them away going, I've choked on water. I don't have a piece of steak lodged in my throat. So the next thing you know, I see this old lady who just, by the way, when it gets into Heimlich territory, apparently strangers are everyone wants to be the hero because 4 different people ran up. And by the way, I didn't want to be the hero because I sat in my chair going, did I just kill someone? I don't know if I killed someone with laughter.
You called down the hand of the God. Like, it's true. You have to believe
God's on my side then. Maybe God was like, yes, I'm not fucking magic. Choke on some water. So the stranger starts doing the Heimlich to this person, and this person is shoving this, like, imagine one hand is on the stranger's like head, pushing them away, like, don't rape me. And the stranger is like, no, I'm going to save your life. And so they're trying to Heimlich, and then the person's pushing them away. And then it goes through 3 or 4 different people who have now surrounded trying to do the Heimlich. Then somebody starts yelling, run yourself into the table. Run yourself into the table.
This is the person that you were at the dinner party with.
Yes, and they're still at this point going, right? That's still the sound coming from. It's very disconcerting. It's like someone's going to die.
Okay,
so then eventually there's yelling, there's strangers, there's attempted Heimlich maneuvers, and at some point the person goes, I'm okay. Like they finally caught their breath because they had just choked on some water, right? But it was a scary level of choke. And then they finally like raised their hand. It was like they were resurrected like Jesus. I'm okay. And then the strangers fucking dissipated in the dark like ninjas. And I fucking said, never in my life have I seen so many attempted Heimlich maneuvers.
Okay.
Like it was and then the craziest part to me was when they realized that they couldn't achieve the Heimlich and they just literally started yelling, run yourself into the table. Run yourself into the table. What? It was fucking insane, dude. And then, by the way, it got very quiet because we were in a very busy place.
Yeah, where were you?
Like
we were in a Mexican restaurant.
In my head, this has all been happening at the Olive Garden.
It's essentially, think of like a Mexican restaurant version of the Olive Garden. And there was like, we were in the back. This place was packed. There's probably 200 people in this place. And at some point, after this happened, you could hear a pin drop because everybody's looking around going like, what the fuck just happened?
Do we eat?
Do we continue eating now?
I know.
Do we clap?
But then I started making jokes about it immediately afterwards. I was like, I have never seen so many attempted Heimlich maneuvers in my life. And then I started shaming all the people at the table who didn't stand up. I was like, by the way, you fucking wanted to let a person die.
You didn't do shit either.
You didn't do anything either.